Hello everyone and welcome to the Hobby Garden. In today's video I will be trying to quench my thirst, to scratch the itch for dark fantasy, high testosterone dark fantasy. As for whatever reason in my life as of late, I really need to just dip myself in that barbarian energy once again. I know I'm not wearing my barbarian helmet right now, which is back there. I'm wearing my wizard hat because I'm trying to speak and I'm trying to be smart and channel my intelligence stat. But also I cannot put the barbarian helmet with this big headphones on, but that's not the point. The point is, I want to channel that barbarian energy because I am a barbarian at heart. I'm also reading Conan the Barbarian again, but that's besides the point. The point is, I really have been itching for that, no nonsense, high testosterone, dark fantasy, violent, berserk style experience. And I even went back and played Dark Souls 3 for the 20th time. And it's a beautiful game, but it also kind of fills me with nostalgia and that's not quite like the high intensity pump that I needed. So I remember there is this game that I actually started playing a few months back, Lords of the Fallen, and I started playing this game, and it's weird because this is actually Lords of the Fallen, the second game, but it's not Lords of the Fallen 2. Lords of the Fallen 2, as you can see in the bottom right corner here, will be coming out in a few months or a year. Maybe I think it's in a month from now. I don't know. I've been seeing advertisements for it everywhere. I haven't really watched all of them because I don't want to see too many spoilers, because I have not finished playing this game. I did, however, play Lords of the Fallen 1. And, back in the day, that game was just scratching my itch in between Dark Souls games. I had just finished playing Dark Souls 2 and Bloodborne, and I think I was waiting for Dark Souls 3 to come out. And I was like, what else is out there? Some guy at GameStop told me Lords of the Fallen is like Dark Souls pretty much. I'm like, okay, and I tried it out. I was utterly disappointed, not because I hated the game. Granted, it was certainly clunky. I kind of used to think of it as the Gears of War of Soulslike. Everything was bulky and clunky, but it was fun. It was a good time. It just didn't have the depth or the length that I would look for in a Soulsborne game, in a Souls-like game, where I really get captivated by the aesthetic, by the lore. That being said, I did like the game a bunch, and so I started playing these new Lords of the Fallen, and I was really liking it, so much so that I decided, what, I'll just stop playing this for a few months until I have time to give it my full attention once again. And I think I still don't have time. I have less time, if anything. But with Lords of the Fallen 2 coming out, I am really far behind. So I thought about starting an entire new game and giving this experience a shot. I actually had to remake this video because I had my graphic settings set at super ultra high, and I almost melted my computer. So let's try with medium, and let me know in the comments down below if it looks too bad, and I'll try to tweak the settings probably in the next video. So with that being said, welcome once again to the Hobby Guard, and let's take a look at Lords of the Fallen, the 2, but not 2, Lords of the Fallen 1.5, if you will. So right off the bat, it won't let me start a new game, so that goes right on the review. This game sucks. Just kidding. There you go. Ages pass, distorting self-delusion into faith, with few obtaining the revelations they so desperately seek. In a conflict between the divine, are mortals mere pawns? It's good for thought right there. Good food for thought. Whether the flesh of gods or death itself, all will be consumed. For she must feed. Ominous. And in good old Soulsborne fashion, it absolutely gives us zero context. Gives us no context whatsoever. I don't remember much of the story, by the way. I do remember thinking that guy looked absolutely sick.
Let's steer this weapon of deliverance to a worthier servant than I.
Even if his voice is not quite as sick. You know, I feel like he should have like a way more metal voice, you know. My boy has like the sickest aura and drip. Oh no. See, if he had had a manlier voice.
Never possessed the metal for this, Crusader. You failed.
Dark Crusader, no. No, not the head. He needs that. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Poor Dark Crusader. I don't know who he was, but he was loved. He will be missed. Probably. So, the Hallowed Knight outfit is, without a shadow of doubt, the sickest looking outfit for the starting classes. But I wanna go full Barbarian. Full Barbarian here. So I'll have to go with the Rangor Warwolf. And the lore says a hardened champion from the land of Odirangr who has proven themselves worthy of their people's honored rank of Warwolf by completing the requisite ancient trial, one which few survive. A devastating but lightly armored class driven by raw strength for good or ill. See, the first time I played this, I think I played the, I think it was called a partisan. Where is it? This guy. Because of the flail. I really like the flail. I thought the flail was pretty metal. I don't know. But, in the end, it's kind of like a middle of the road class. I didn't quite know where to take it. I still have that save file, so I might continue it some other time. But I just wanted to start over because I absolutely do not remember any of the mechanics. And I don't remember absolutely any of the lore. So yeah, let's just create ourselves our perfect barbarian. Okay, so I got 2 comments so far. First of all, I really appreciate the background music here, because that is the old song. I believe it was called Sacrifice from the OG Lords of the Fallen game. And if it is indeed called Sacrifice, I would remember the name of the song, because I didn't have a phone back then, believe it or not. But I did have like an iPod or something, and I actually downloaded that song to my iPod. And yeah, I just thought it was rad, the original one. Now, this is not the exact same song. The OG was like had a bit more epic, you know, impact to it. But yeah, first of all, I really appreciate that. Second of all, I absolutely hate the character creator. Not because I don't like the options that it gives. I think, in concept, I should be able to make something awesome here. It's just the UI is so hard for me right now. I don't know if it's my computer that's melting. It shouldn't be, because my computer runs other games just fine. It's like something about it. There's this thing where you can like fine-tune things, and I cannot for the life of me figure out what that means. Like, just a triangle appears in the middle of the screen, and since like whatever that triangle does when I move the stupid thing around is not immediate, it takes like a few seconds to take effect. That only means I can't tell the difference, and so my character, I'm trying to create the perfect barbarian here, okay? Can we just appreciate that? I'm trying to create the perfect barbarian here, and I am 20 minutes into the character creation. And this might just be me, because remember, I am very stupid. I am an actual real-life barbarian. But for whatever reason, I've been here 20 minutes, and my perfect barbarian looks like this. Sometimes I can zoom out, sometimes I can't. I don't know what's going on. It's just the UI here is... See, that might be the perfect barbarian. That looks like actually a bit like me, but I am not the perfect barbarian. I am a mediocre barbarian, a millennial barbarian. No, I want this guy to be a berserker who looks like he has lived his entire life in the wild, throwing raids and massacring and raiding, pretty much for fun. So yeah, that's my first comment on the game, unfortunately, on the UI of the game. Like, it's just very inconsistent. Sometimes the saturation, the brightness, all the sliders here, sometimes it's like they just click in and activate all of a sudden and they look great. And other times I'm just sliding them around and I can't really see any change. Now, again, this might just be for whatever reason, like I got a bad digital copy of the game or whatever, or it might just be my computer. But I don't know, it's just really hard for me to achieve the desired effects. Again, just for whatever reason. Like, look at this. I am currently in the right cheek tattoo area, right? Like, I should be able to choose my right cheek tattoo. And I cannot even see them. Now, if I change the tattoos, the color changes. But can anyone see any tattoos? Is it just me? Am I going crazy? And I usually wouldn't mind as much, like a clunky character creator, if not for the fact that I've been here. Oh, there it is. It's like, okay, I can see some scars. And that's the thing, like, some tattoos will look great, but others you can't even see. I guess my beard might be hiding it. Which, you know, it would have been great if we had like a Dark Souls slider for positioning. See, like, that one looks super bright. It looks like an actual tattoo. And this one's just invisible. Or it takes like a while to actually come to actually appear there, so it's very hard to make out. Am I just blind? Am I just crazy? What is going on here? See, I wanted to just do like scars everywhere and fill him up with gnarly looking scars. But okay, that's a bit better. Or even if not scars, like an actual, you know, tribal tattoo, like woad paint or something for the barbarian, right? For the berserker. That being said, like, I just can't figure it out. It's not that there's no options. I can tell that there's option. I just maybe I'm too stupid. Even though I am wearing my wizard hat, maybe it's not working today, and I just can't figure the character creator out. So it started to look a bit better, and the thing is, I am only getting more and more frustrated because there's some stuff here that looks really cool, like in the tattoos. There's these like ethereal, primordial, like very primitive figures, like Neanderthal art, kind of like cave art, and I can see it in the icon. I just tweak it around on the sliders and I just can't really see it too well. It doesn't make much sense, and again, I'm sure I would figure it out, but I don't have all day. That's the thing. I've been sitting here for maybe 30 minutes now, and this is the best that I've been able to do. So that's upsetting. I hope the next game has a more comprehensive UI for the character creator. Alright, it's coming along nicely, our berserker here. I might change the eye color to red, because the idea is he will be in, well, not constantly, but I want him to look like he just took some crazy potions or violent mixture of mushrooms and plants that make him extremely violent and thirsty for gore. And, you know, the red eyes look a bit too anime-ish, but I think the white eyes would look so much better if I had some sort of like eye shader that I could use. Like, I could make the area around the eyes darker, sort of like what I did with my Skyrim Berserker. I really like the look on him. But so far so good. I wish I understood more of the lore yet, because I put a bunch of like ritual scarification on him with like some symbols. I don't know exactly what those symbols stand for. There are some sick crosses, but there's just something about a berserker with crosses that doesn't quite... not that it wouldn't happen, and obviously this isn't a historical game, but I'm just trying to nail that archetype. And yes, I am that autistic. I will spend this long in character creation, and even longer. And yes, it is important for me. Yes, I roleplay even when I am playing anything on my own. I am a serial role player, if you will, because I think that the developers and designers and artists that work in these games, they spend so much time in the fine, small details and just tuning them, that I give them that respect, you know, that respect if I really immerse myself in the universe that they are creating. Now, granted, not all games have that level of depth that actually is worth it or requires you to immerse yourself that deeply in the role playing of it, but I don't know, this one here looks promising so far. I think I will say once again, the stupid UI is driving me crazy, but it's looking nice. It's looking nice, you know, he looks like the man I want to become one day. This is kind of crazy. I am just not used to this. I totally forgot about this. There's difficulty and game modifiers. Huh. That's interesting. I guess I'll go for the standard experience because I have no clue. I have no clue whatsoever what any of those things mean, and I don't remember actually how hard this game was. I didn't play that much the first time. I obviously have some Soulsborne experience, but it's not like I'm crazy good at those anyways. But I do like the idea of modifiers for replayability purposes. You know, I think, especially if you can change that later down the road, maybe after starting New Game Plus or something like that, it might just throw a lot of replayability and just switch things around. So I think that's cool. But yeah, let's go for the legacy experience. I hope I haven't selected anything here, because again, the UI is so weird that I don't know if I've already selected anything. I don't think I have. I think it's just the legacy difficulty. It says ideal for first-time lamp bearers or those seeking the standard experience. Let's take a look at the standard experience. Call me a coward in the comments down below, if you will. I fully accept it. I know, as a veteran Soulsborne player with more than 10 years under my belt, I should probably be going for more, but it is what it is. So let me just go over my character here, which I don't think I can. I wanted to kind of see my weapons and read their descriptions, but I guess I can figure that out later. Now, the most fun part, the naming of the character. Quick aside here, I can no longer see all the tattoos and all the scarification that I spent hours freaking fine-tuning. I guess when I zoom in, they do appear. Okay, maybe it's just my computers, the graphics are like slow to load there. I don't know. Anyways, the name. What shall we name him? How about Bloodfire? So there's an old Norse saga. I forget which saga particularly it is, but there is a berserker called Bodvar Bjarki, I think. And I think it's lame to just copy Viking names right into... Sorry, Tolkien, I don't mean you. Obviously, you're the master. But just to copy Norse names into other fictions, it's kind of lame. Space Wolves. But let's give it a spin, dark fantasy spin. How about Bloodfar? Now, I like the aesthetics of the character a lot more now that it's over. Let's take a look at our stats here. I will say that sword, it's pretty sick. It's absolutely metal, but I might ditch it as soon as I find something heavier like an axe. Strength 16, yes, that's what we want. Agility 10, endurance 13, vitality 10. I got a feeling I'm gonna need a lot more vitality if that will be my HP stat. Look at him go, he's absolutely massive. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, battle brothers and sisters of battle, that is how I have to look by next year. That is my personal my personal challenge, if you will. Okay, let's start the game. Play. Oh, there you go. Whew. Well, that only took a literal hour of my time. I really like the aesthetic of the game, so I'm just complaining because I got nothing better to do, I guess. It did take an hour though, and I wasn't entirely happy.
The latest receiver of his grace.
Who this?
Great potential dwells within you, doubtless, for you to be chosen thusly. And so does Aureus' wisdom guide my hand in the bestowment of this subsequent boon.
Wonder who that is. Like, the deity he's talking
Your
about.
flesh has been made sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders.
Yeah.
Prove yourself worthy of this gift. Seek me in the bowels of the bridge. Our work is of the greatest import.
Was there a dragon that just flew ahead of me? Is that the dragon that the other Dark Crusader was fighting? Okay, so I have a fun idea for this character, and basically all my Berserker characters that I play. I like to throw a bit of faith powers in them because, you know, in the old sagas, Berserkers are supposed to have this rage given to them by the gods, right? So that, you know, that's a fun way to think about it. But right off the bat, I'll probably just focus on strength. I don't know if there's such a thing as stealth in this game, but if you remember my Skyrim Berserker, he had some stealth archery shenanigans going on because he was like an ambusher, like a beast of the forest, and he would position himself in the best possible place to cause the most possible damage to the enemy, just like a beast of the wilds, just ambushing their prey. But anyways, what is this? Loyal Lamperers. Today we celebrate 2 years of Lords of the Fallen. Like today? That's funny. Thank you for your unwavering passion. I don't think that's like today. And commitment. As a token of our gratitude, a special gift awaits you. The Moon's Judgment, now available in your inventory and ready to be equipped. In light we walk. CI Games. Why, thank you, CI Games. I take back all the bad things I was saying about you all. How can I okay this? Like, this is what I'm talking about. It's so weird. Okay. Screw it, I'll just use my mouse. Sorry, I was playing with a controller. Maybe that's the source of all my issues. As a token of our gratitude for your unwavering support, we are granting all players the bronze, silver, and gold armor things. Yeah! Nice! That is very nice. I love armor tints. I forgot this game had that, and that is like so cool. Alright! Defiled Sepulchre. Alright, after so long, we're finally get to try the game out. And I gotta say, I'm not entirely happy with my graphics. I'm sure it's not the game, I'm sure it's my computer. I'm sure there's some shenanigans I gotta do with it. Okay, so I had to switch back to high quality because on the settings because it was hurting my eyes. And it doesn't run too bad so far, so let's explore this place. Mind you, I don't remember how to play this, so I'm just going off of my Dark Souls instincts here. Let's see, attack, heavy attack, pretty standard. What I want to do is I want to use my lamp. That was one of my favorite things about this game, the whole lamp shenanigans. And by the way, I played around with the things. So my armor is now red, which looks absolutely amazing. That's another thing that I love about this game, just the freedom in customization for your armors. The things really add a lot. Alright, let's murk this poor bastard. I wonder if there is like a stealth mode in this game. Don't quite remember. Oh, was that a frame rate drop? No, I can't have frame rate drops in these games. Ah man, this is so cool. I totally dig the aesthetic of this game. Like, I believe I already said that, but it is truly one of the things that draws me back in. It's obviously not as subtle or as sophisticated as Dark Souls. And I think they understand that. Like, the creators, like, you can't make a game like this after Dark Souls, obviously inspired by Dark Souls, and not expect to be compared to Dark Souls, right? That being said, I think that they understand that. And I think that they are doing enough to set themselves apart, as well as to just chase after their own vision for the game. I want to use the lamp. Oh, there you go. Okay, this is what I remember. Like, this is super cool. So the lamp, what it does is it shows you the underworld, a different dimension, I believe. I don't know, I'm probably butchering the lore. I think it's called the Umbral Realm or some metal-sounding crazy stuff like that. I try not to curse in my videos, but damn, that is so cool. Alright, let's murk some guys. I should probably just wait until the tutorial tells me, like, what to do. Come on, me bros! Hey! Alright. I took a hit, but it's fine. We prevailed. Now, as I was trying to... As I was just like scrolling through my inventory and reading all the descriptions, because that's something I'll always do in this type of game, I remembered something that I had forgotten about that this game also has. Some items, like the descriptions, will say increase your Inferno to gain further insight, increase your Radiance to gain further insight, or some other stat, whatever. Like, so far I think it's only those two, Inferno and Radiance. I have no clue what those are, what those do, but that is cool. Like, the fact, like, yeah, obviously the more you have in... The more expertise you have in certain areas, the more you will know about a certain thing. That really adds to the role-playing of this game, and it just makes sense, right? As a serial role-player, I fully approve of this. Nice. Now, I really want to learn more about the lore, because I want to know what went wrong with this world. Why is everything so messed up? Okay, see, this thing's set to jump, but I clearly see something down there that's shining. And I kind of want to jump down there just for the lulz. What is this? Forsworn. What is a Forsworn? By the way, I tried using this word, Moon's Judgment. I did not have the appropriate stats for it. Where... Oh, Lampert's Rosary. Sorry, I'll keep nerding out off camera about all the lore. And let me know in the comments down below if you would like me to like read you the lore as I was doing in my Dark Souls videos. I just don't think people... they can just go to a wiki for that sort of stuff or to more entertaining videos. Now me personally, of course, I have to read the lore, because how else am I gonna roleplay if I don't know the universe that I am roleplaying in? Which does not mean that my character will know everything that I know, but I am just a player, I am not the character. Whoa, what is that thing? Oh, I can dash forwards? That's cool. Nice. And I got a pointed stick. That's awesome. Let me see my stick. Show me the stick. Oh, I can't use it properly. Oh, it's some nerd stuff. Some fire wizard pyromancer shenanigans. And we are finally coming above ground. Now, what are those things? Equip consumables, right? Let's try that out. Shouldn't be too hard. And... throwing rock. A simple rock can be used to cause very minor physical damage or simply gain attention of enemies. Now, I didn't recall that this was a thing. I just want to take a moment to admire the visuals of this game. Like that, I have a thing for that sunset orange color. It just awakens something in me of like the light effect. Not in this game, just in life, you know, like actual real life 4K graphics. And it just makes me feel something, not good or bad, just like something deep. I can't really explain it. And they perfectly capture that. Oh, how cool is this? Oh boy. Anyways, ranged combat. For ranged combat, select a bow, crossbow, or throwable and activate the ranged mode. Select ranged weapon. Let's try it. Okay. I got a hand in my ranged weapon. Wait. Throw it. Okay. Range mode. Okay. Aim shot. Okay. Oh, so I get to choose whether I throw an axe or a rock. Let's try to throw a rock first. Just somewhere. Well, let's throw a rock at body guy there. See, that did something, right? Now, what if I throw an axe now? How was that again? Ranged mode, select axe, and quick shot. Yeah. Oh, that did a lot more damage. Alright, come on me, bro. Okay, apparently my block isn't very strong. I could have dodged that, I just wanted to try out my block. Okay, so we have figured the art of ranged combat. I don't think this is like a very ranged focus character, so I should probably use it very sparingly. Different ammunition types have varying costs. Fair enough. And why is my lamp tingling? My spidey senses. How do I select my lamp again? Oh, it's right there. I'm stupid. Alright. Ew! What is it? What is that thing? So yeah, this is the Umbral Realm, and I absolutely love it. I feel like I'm in inside a painting of... What was body guy's name? Oh, maybe that's what the rock was for. And I went and threw it at the guy like an idiot. Maybe I should have used it to knock that corpse down or something. Anyways, Sepkowski, I think is his name, the Polish painter who was amazing. Drawing like nightmare realms and scenarios. Okay, I feel like these tutorials should change now and become just whatever I need to do to activate this thing here. What are those butterflies? Okay, confusing. I think the butterflies maybe mark the way I should follow. Which is strange that I would have figured that. That I would have had to figure that on my own. Okay, there you go. Mods indicate the points of interest. In Umbral. Select your Umbral lamp to peer into the Umbral realm. Alright, I'll keep figuring this stuff out and I'll record after I'm out of the tutorial area. How about that? So I am still in the tutorial area, but I have now rifted onto the Umbral realm. Fully in it now. Up to my knees in Umbral. And yeah, it's pretty grim, man. It's pretty cool though. I don't know if this was Warhammer, I feel like I will be in the warp, you know, with all the corpses coming out of the wall, this and the floor, damn it. It's like a gestalt of cadavers. I don't know, some heavy metal stuff. I will say though, I am not great at drawing like backgrounds, but just this game is really making me want to draw like a crazy background in terms of Soulslike. Yeah? I don't know if that was a thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what I did there actually. Ah, he's still alive. How? Soulslike. Ah, that didn't work. Okay, time to die, buddy. I don't know what I was trying to do. Anyways, yeah, like a drawing, some fan art for Lords of the Fallen with some crazy umbral background like that, with just corpses coming out of the background. I don't know, and hands, like just the potential for that, the artistic potential for all of that. It's very interesting. So yeah, I love when just artists and game directors and just creatives in general are not scared to like actually innovate and try out cool stuff like this. Like yeah, it's creepy for sure, but it's still very cool. What the hell was that? I don't remember what these things are. See, I feel like I only have half the tutorial right now. Ugh. Oh, those give me like souls. Nice. Sweet. I do wonder though, why is my health bar like red and white? I should probably read more on that. Oh, thanks. Wither. Your health receives Wither when entering Umbral or performing certain actions with your Umbral lamp. Withered health can be recovered by damaging enemies, however you will lose it all instantly if you are struck. Oh, so that's what happened earlier. Well, let's not get struck. How about that, huh? How about that? Come at me, little bro. Die! And I got struck. Damn it! Damn it, I had one job. I just mistimed it, I suppose. But for whatever reason, consuming those pustule things restores my wither, which is nice. Some of this stuff also reminds me of a bit like HR Giger-ish. I know I always say that because I love Giger and everything reminds me of him, my sweet baby boy. He left us way too soon. But Obviously, it's not like the main inspiration, but I don't know, just the forms of it. Like, look at those hands, man. They look like alien face hoggers. I don't know, I just think it's cool. Anyways, let's get a bit more wither and kick some arse. Sorry, buddy. Alright. Now we restore some health without having to use our sanguinarics. By the way, the sanguinarics is how we heal, and it's pretty cool. Saintly Quintessence. What the heck is that? Oh, we have a bunch of new items. Right, I'll read them. I'll nerd out off camera. Apologies for that. So I feel more like a vampire just existing in the Umbral. You know, that whole system of attacking enemies to regain health. I really like that. Brings me back to Bloodborne. While falling, you can do a plunge attack. Of course I can. Yer? Whoa! Buddy. Alright, who else is there? Those guys had no faces, huh? I wonder why they have, like, actual hollows in their faces. So am I just going, like, back up the way I came? Or is this a different way? I'm so freaking lost. Oh, this is 100% a different way. Which means I should probably finish exploring down there first. And there's absolutely nothing. So I'm so sorry I wasted everyone's time. I always do this. I am a leech for people's time. And I apologize. I'm not happy about that. Ugh. Okay, why is that eye open? I remember that was not a good thing. I remember eyes starting like... Okay. Prolonged periods in Umbral make your presence increasingly known to its inhabitants. The longer you spend in Umbral, the more dangerous the beings who haunt you. Nice. That's called dread. So just the sort of Lovecraftian horror that we needed. Damn it. Come on me, bro. I have no fear. I'm a berserker and I'm very high on mushrooms. And I'll send you back to hell from whence you came. Okay, I get it. I get I shouldn't be here in Umbral anymore, but how do I get out of Umbral? I don't seem to be able to get out of here. At least not from here. Oh, I guess the only way out is through, huh? Damn. So cool, though. It feels like a shame to have to get out of here and not be able to explore this area. Have to leave it behind. I mean, I do feel like I am just walking through a painting. Even if I am just attracting worse and worse creatures towards me. It's like a nightmare, but a beautiful nightmare that perhaps you don't quite want to leave. You don't want to wake up from, because it's beautiful, you know? Am I wrong in the head? Yes, I probably have received one too many punches to the head when I was younger. That is why I am the quintessential barbarian. I want to learn more about the religions of this world, to learn more about, like, you know, if my berserker fury is going to come from the gods and not just, you know, mushrooms. Which deity should I entrust myself to? Ugh! What is that? It looks like a... I don't know, I just want to put it out of its misery. I know it's likely not that, but it looks sort of like a pregnant woman. Which is very distressing. And I should not look into that door either, what it looks like. Alright, so we did a thing. Are we still on the umbral? I don't know. Yeah, I guess we still are. Sorry, I'm being so autistic. I just really like to appreciate the scenery, even if there are creatures from the umbral realm chasing after me. I still think that's pretty cool, pretty metal. I have no clue what it is. Looks like some sort of claw, but still. What was that? Emerge from umbral? Sure. Can't help but wonder if I'm missing out on anything. Believe it or not, I'm kind of rushing through this. And I don't like rushing through these games. Okay, I'm back. Awesome. Okay, so I think I made sure I didn't miss anything back there at all. I actually went back into the umbral and checked out the entire area. And it's weird because there are parts in the starting area, the very first starting like chamber, which are very cool in umbral. I guess I just wasn't supposed to see them. So anyways, let's open this big ass door. Abandoned red copse. Red copse. Whoa. Vestiges mark places where previous lamp bearers fell. Once activated, these serve as points of revival should you die in umbral. Activated vestiges can be warped between and used to beckon other lamp bearers. Nice. That's right, I do remember that this thing had like shared multiplayer progression or something like that. Is that an eclipse? Okay, what is going on in this world? Why is there like pillars of fire going up onto the sky? Oh, whatever it is, I absolutely love it. Yes, activate the vestige, what the hell. Ah, nice. Okay, now we'll get to upgrade our character a bit. But I guess I'll stop this video right there. It was a pretty long introduction to the game. Let me know if you want me to upload more of these videos of this playthrough of Bloodbar, the Berserker. And let's see how much havoc we can cause. Obviously, this is just me starting out. Hopefully, eventually, when the stakes are higher and I'm higher level and progress more through the game, I'll have more potential terrible decisions and stupid actions to make. We'll scratch all of that because it seems we might be walking into our very first boss fight of the game. It's more likely than not, just an introductory boss fight. Yer? Dude, I want that mace. That mace is so cool. It's like a big ass morning star. Oh, I wasn't supposed to curse. Holy Bulwark Auto. Okay, so this thing kind of wants me to block, but I don't feel like I should be blocking those attacks at all. Like, it's literally me prompting me to block. But those are clearly not meant to be blocked. Oh, and now he grabbed me. Hey! What? That's really disrespectful, mister. Time to show you the fury of the Berserker. Hey. I haven't gotten used to the lock-on system. Like, when you're locked on, you only dash unless you double click the dodge button. I mean, it's cool. I just gotta get a hang of it. Ay. See, like, it's prompting me to block, but every time I try to block... Oh my god. Hey, I'm back! I don't know how or why. Oh, that's right. And I get some wither too. Nice, I just lost all my wither. Because of that, I'm just gonna unlock the camera. I'm not used to it. I don't like it. And I'm about to, like, die for real this time. But so is he. Okay, so is he. Ui. Aye. Well, I was pretty close, but just goes to show you can't. Even if you're literally fighting Midir. I was about to kill Midir earlier today, Dark Ear Midir in Dark Souls 3. That does not mean you can just drop Dark Souls 3 and jump right into Lords of the Fallen. I'm sure some of the muscle memory and the tactical skills cross over, but don't let anybody tell you that this is just a copy of Dark Souls, because it's not. It's clearly not. If it was, that guy would have eaten moth just now. Alright, let's grab my souls first, which are not called souls, but I ain't got time to figure out what they're called right now because I'm too busy kicking this idiot's ass. Okay, I did not mean to do that. I just wanted to throw a... There you go. That's what I'm talking about. No. Okay. Now. Throw an axe. Uah! Yeah. 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 That's what I'm talking about. Let's, oops, I'm out of access. Let's even the odds a bit. Alright. I really like this auto Holy Bulwark guy. He's like a paladin archetype, but more like a zealot barbarian. Hey! Hey! I totally dodged to the wrong side there. Ah, I gotta learn to dodge that stupid freaking grab. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Sinner George, eat that, you filthy sinner. You've been judged by the power of the flying moths or whatever it is we're fighting for. Now, why am I in the umbral right now? I didn't realize I had fallen into the umbral. Anyways, so that was the first boss fight. And I think I'll leave it at that, because this video has been long enough, I would say. So thanks everyone, thanks for coming, thanks for watching. As always, Ad Astra, and remember, there are no female custodies.